the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game American League wild card playoff between the Oakland A's and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of baseball on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, everyone has different opinions about these one-game wild card matchups. Kind of tough that your season comes down to this after such a long season, but it certainly creates a lot of excitement and drama. The pressure's on, so we'll see who handles it better and finds a way to win.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your New York Yankees.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Giro, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Luis Severino gets the nod here at home for the American League wildcard game. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm. 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
Standing in, Nick Martini. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Left fielder, number 38.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we are underway here in the Bronx as the first pitch of the evening is taken for ball one. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. And the 2-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hicks is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, third baseman, Max Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Previous history with Luis Severino. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gregorius has it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Chapman, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Up top, it's 2-0. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
2-1, here it is. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Runner at first here, one man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Popped him up. Olsen has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
So striding in, Aaron Judge. First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll step off. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he'll pull into second with one away.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Runner at second here with one man out. Missed with a slider. And a fastball just a bit up. And the pitch on 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. Giancarlo Stanton now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Simeon's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. That'll bring up the power hitter Matt Olson, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
In now, Marcus Semien. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Semien in an 0-2 hole here. Semien, a 27-year-old, he was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Popped him up. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Now another 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And a fastball just a bit high. On the ground to the left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the 2nd inning.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Next for New York, Luke Voigt, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Gregorius aboard here at first with nobody out.
Nope.
2-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Right on the corner. 2-2. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And that one is gone. Two-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's the guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-14 sign. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Still only 1 out in the inning. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. To first. Olsen takes it in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Digging in now for the Yankees, Andrew McCutchen. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. From the stretch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 2 outs here with a runner at third. 2-0. McCutchen, a native Floridian who was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, not much you can do with that one from a pitching standpoint. Hero makes a pretty good pitch, and somehow, some way, this guy's able to muscle one in for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? Good job by the hitter right there, not trying to do too much. I know he got jam sandwiched right there, but he was able to find some green grass and give himself a chance.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's big Aaron Judge as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
McCutchen leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. Lowry's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run. So striding forward now, number 22. He readies for his first plate appearance.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Way in front of that fastball. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time. 1 down.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Line drive to left. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Into the box, Nick Martini, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He flied out leading off the ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. On a rope to the second baseman, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Chapman. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 1-2. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They trail it here 3-0. At the plate, Aaron Hicks, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ripped down the first base line. Olsen loves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Next will be the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
1 out, nobody on. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Daniel Mengden is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Voit, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 22nd round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. The 2-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2. him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. Two gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A 1 pitch on its way. And a big pass and a slider that gets past him.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Now the 0-2 pitch. On the fists and a jam shot to the right side. Olsen will put this one away, and the side is retired. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. We're through 3 in the Bronx. Here's Jed Lowry now as we begin the top of the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Standing in, Chris Davis looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Count even now at 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. 2-1 to the A's first baseman. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. McCutchen going back. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. Now batting, Marcus Semien. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1-1.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. The A's strike for one on the solo homer. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Here's Miguel Andujar now.
Leading off the fourth inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. And he'll step off and try and reset. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
2-0 count and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 22 is there, and he has it for the out. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Martini is in pursuit. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. And boy, disaster averted that time as the throw takes the first baseman right into the baseline, but he makes the swipe tag and gets out number 2. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight up alignment. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Now the 0-1. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 5-1. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Standing in now, Aaron Hicks, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. The Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. We played 4. It's 5-1 Yanks. Now to the plate, number 22. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
No strike.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Check swing grounder to the right side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. 1 away now. Here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 38.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Nick Martini. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. There's a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 5-1. Digging in once again, Aaron Hicks. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. Here's the 0-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's another 1-2. Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Giancarlo Stanton is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Down and away, ball 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Didi Gregorius will be next. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. No offer from Stanton. It's ball 4, so he'll head down to first.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
No balls and 1 strike. Stanton, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
In now, Luke Voigt, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Liner towards second. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 0-1 delivery. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They lead this one, though, 5-1. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And with 1 gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Up around the face. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. A ball and a strike. It's 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1. There's ball 4.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. They're down here 5-1. So stepping in, Miguel Andujar, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Lou Trevino enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for Oakland, number 62.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Dribbled up the line, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. On the ground to the right side. Gloved by Lowry. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're up 5-1. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now. Stephen Piscotty. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of a great slider that time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. The 1-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 22.
Striding into the box, number 22. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Takes a knee-high fastball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're down 5-1. Digging in, Aaron Judge. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Simeon's there, throwing the dirt as this pops right up over his shoulder. Settling in now, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Judge on at first, nobody out. 1-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Here comes the 1-2 to Hicks.
That's a ball.
And he just misses with a curveball. Here now the 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Again, another foul ball. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Chopped weakly to the left. Chapman brings it in. Lowry, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball hit you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Grounder down the line at third. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Now the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit to first. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Chad Green has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Lucroy, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Stepping into the box, Nick Martini. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Popped him up. Sanchez over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're down here 5-1. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Jerry Familia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Familia is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are two keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. One, limit the base on balls. Two, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
On the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready once again, Luke Voigt. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And a step off. Bases are empty. One man out. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. There's a changeup over the outside corner. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, ball 3, and listen, the Oakland A's right now would love to get this leadoff guy on any way they could. They would love a leadoff walk.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Hit to third. Andujar's got it. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Into the box, Matt Olson. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it's now a 5-2 game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Aroldis Chapman gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation.